Bend Not Break is a captivating inspirational feature film where personal adversity collides with new opportunities and a sense of belonging. And through the narrative, Bend Not Break dares to ask, can life's challenges fill us with love, learning, and laughter? The narrative device used in this film involves a television interview room, with flashbacks to the real-life experiences of Stephen and Rose, who are the main characters of this inspirational drama. The film opens with a headshot of Stephen, not revealing his disability. He would be talking to camera about the pre-season rugby training. This would then cut to footage of a rugby game, players chasing a ball. When one gets hit by a massive tackle and is sent flying backwards, the screen shatters, representing the accident that Stephen has just experienced, and the camera then cuts back to Stephen, drawing out to a wider shot, revealing his wheelchair. The story sets the scene of Stephen as a medical student and Rose as a physiotherapy student at the same teaching hospital. Stephen begins his life as a freewheeling, handsome young man who wrestles with the complexities of life between his passion for rugby and his newfound love, Rose. After 2 years, Stephen proposes to Rose on the top of a mountain in Turkey as the sun sets in the background, before they swim back to a yacht under a starlit sky with the moon rising and the phosphorescent glow of sparkling plankton as they splash through the water with triumphant joy. Then 6 weeks later, it is revealed that it was Stephen who becomes paralyzed in that rugby accident, age 21. Notwithstanding this, Stephen defies the odds to become a doctor, disability rights pioneer, and a leader in UK public life. It is a journey of rediscovery, embracing love, learning, and laughter. Rose is the solid rock who maintains the relationship, while Stephen struggles relentlessly with many challenges after his accident, including a psychotic episode, then nearly dying from a chest infection, and, subsequently, descending into alcoholism and depression, whilst Rose is steadfastly always there, showing compassion and a selfless commitment to their future. After his accident, Stephen's resolve is further tested when a persistent long-term wound develops on his thigh. Yet another formidable challenge in Stephen's life, shedding light on his unyielding resilience and the significance of empathy in the field of medicine. The story explains his 7-year battle with the relentless infection, resulting in 7 major operations, but it's also a tale of determination and the fight for justice as Stephen, now a qualified doctor, confronts the General Medical Council's denial of his approval to practice. Amid these struggles, Stephen delves into the world of the disability rights movement in the UK, advocating for the social model of disability, which seeks to reshape society's perspective on the life chances of disabled people. He is not disabled by his accident, but more by the barriers imposed by contemporary social organization. Not just physical barriers, but the howling gale of low expectations that limit opportunities for disabled people. Stephen's journey takes yet another transformative turn as he participates in the foundation of a disability training business. His advocacy for disabled individuals aligns with his new path. And in 2006, he joins the Olympic Delivery Authority, overseeing the 2012 Summer Olympic and Paralympic Games in London. Stephen navigates the physical and emotional devastation of his injury, battles discrimination from the medical establishment, and joins with others to fight for disability rights. In 1990, the US and 1995, the UK introduced anti-discrimination legislation to protect the rights of disabled people. Yet 30 years later, 47% of disabled individuals remain unemployed. Despite legal advancements and improvements in technology, societal expectations remain painfully low. This is compounded by the representation of disabled people on TV and in film, which historically portrays pitiable victims or dangerous villains, perpetuating the negativity of disability. Recently, the portrayal of disabled people has been minimal and tokenistic, although more recently things are changing. This inspirational drama would provide the opportunity to allow hundreds of disabled people to be involved as actors. We also have the ambition of having 15% disabled people making up the behind-the-scenes team. This feature film will be launched before the Los Angeles Olympics and Paralympic Games in 2028. It is a deeply personal, yet universally relevant narrative about resilience, love, and activism, showing how one life can inspire systemic change. It is a love letter to the world. The story blends into a powerful message for humanity. Unlike typical narratives of triumph over tragedy, Bend Not Break takes a more profound and philosophical approach. It explores how resilience, activism, and societal transformation are deeply intertwined. This film would incorporate elements of sports drama, romance, and personal growth as it explores the protagonist's journey through challenges and triumphs. It would inspire viewers through its themes of resilience, love, and the pursuit of dreams amidst life's unexpected obstacles. The target audience for Bend Not Break would likely include a broad range of viewers, but it would particularly resonate with adults, sports enthusiasts, romance fans, social advocates, disabled people, inspirational story seekers, and family audiences. In his later life, Stephen subsequently joins the boards of Network Rail, the Palace of Westminster Restoration and Renewal Delivery Authority, and Hampshire Hospitals NHS Foundation Trust, lending his unique perspective as a patient and a medical professional to these institutions. So, what are the themes? The first is resilience as compared to destruction. What does it mean to bend without breaking? Next comes love and loyalty, the unbreakable bond between Stephen and Rose. Adding to that, there is activism and institutional change, the fight for disability rights as part of a larger global struggle for equity and better world for all. Stephen's story, Bend Not Break, presents a reflective and philosophical analysis of his life's journey. It moves beyond personal experience to embrace family and friendship. The closing scenes frame Bend Not Break as more than just an inspiring personal story. It is a template for resilience in an uncertain world. So, why now? With its compelling real-life protagonist, deeply relevant themes, and an emotionally gripping narrative, Bend Not Break is not just a feature film. It is a wisdom-driven transformation waiting to happen. No one would lie on their deathbed, wishing they had bought more stuff, only to throw it away a few months later. They would be reflecting on more profound things. Just like Stephen's return with Rose and their wonderful family of 4 boys, to embrace love, learning, and laughter on the same spot where Stephen proposed to Rose, on that hilltop in Turkey, as the sun set over the horizon. They would want to dwell on memories like these, celebrating the life with the joy of being there, just at that moment, surrounded by family and friends. This inspirational drama would not provide answers, but simply pose questions for the audience to consider about what small changes they could make to create a better world for themselves and the rest of humanity.